Good evening, everyone. Are you enjoying your Thursday? I was watching the Jets and the Browns while I was working, and really it was not a very entertaining game to watch. It was kind of bad. But Baker Mayfield's in now, right? And that kid looked pretty good there on the one drive where we got to see him. Of course, you hate to see that Tyrod might be hurt, but I think it was coming anyway. Man, Tyrod was not playing well tonight, was he? So it probably was going to sneak up on him regardless, you know? So tonight, what do we have to open? We have got several things to open tonight. But before we get to that, let's talk a minute about this. A hits draft that I'm working on selling directly. This isn't listed on eBay. It's for a case of 2017-18 Opulence basketball. If you're not familiar with that, it's a new product from Panini. It's coming out tomorrow. It's very high end. Current retail price on it is $3,500. I actually got it for a little bit less than that because I pre-ordered it, so that's why our buy-in is a little lower accordingly. So if we get this filled up tomorrow and paid tomorrow and we can break it when it comes out, I will also throw in a box of 16-17 Grand Reserve basketball and we'll award those hits by way of random. If we don't fill it up by tomorrow, we'll continue to work on it, but of course the break bonus wouldn't apply. The case is going to have 21 hits in it. They will either be autographs or relics or some combination thereof. And then all of the base and base parallel cards will be put together, and that will be one alternate choice that you can make. So there will be 22 possible choices in the hits draft. And here's basically the way it works. We'll open up the case, take out all of the hits, take a look at all the cards. Then we'll use random.org to randomize our list of participants, and that will determine the draft order. So if you had the number one draft position, you would be able to pick one card from anything that we pulled, right? You'd have pick of the litter, so to speak. If you happen to be in draft position 15, then of course 14 things would have been chosen, but you would have your choice of the remaining, what would that be, 7 or 8 that would be left. So that's kind of how it works. Everybody will get something because I only put in the number of spots that matches up with the number of hits. And then, of course, that extra position where you could choose the base cards and base parallels. It's $135 a spot. Each spot gets one draft position, of course, all in shipping costs included. We'll break it when we fill it. Like any break, it's a no return, no refund sort of thing. If you're interested in being a part of that, please drop me a message on eBay and let me know, or you can jump into chat and let me know. Next up, we're on our regularly scheduled programming now, so a minute for me to tell you a couple of things. One is that my feedback is automated on eBay, and that's just simply so you never have to wait on me. So as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And the second thing you see there is to say thank you, because I really do appreciate each and every one of you who bids and breaks and chats with me. Many of you come and hang out and just stop by and say hey, whether you're in the break or not, and I always enjoy having you. We're taking a look right now at upcoming breaks that are listed on eBay. So this is the stuff that's already up there and available for bidding. Tomorrow night is going to be a 14-box case of Leaf History of Baseball Cut Signature. That's the last case of that I have on hand. And then we're going to start a new case of Topps Heritage High Number Baseball tomorrow night as well. Do a half case of it. I somehow keep forgetting to fix this on the master. So like every night it's wrong, and every night I have to do this because somehow I keep forgetting to fix the master. It is a 12-box case, so 6 boxes make half the case. Saturday we'll open a case of Clearly Authentic Baseball. Haven't opened that one in a while, and another case of XR Football. On Sunday, we're going to open some Leaf Autograph Mini Football helmets. They're just coming out tomorrow. We're going to start on them on Saturday night by opening a half case. We will also open a half case of Leaf Autograph football jerseys and a 4th case of Bowman High Tech. That's all Sunday. On Monday, I'm going to take the night off and watch Monday Night Football because I want to see my Steelers play the Buccaneers and see if Fitzmagic beats us into the ground like, maybe he will. But I want to see it regardless. Then on Tuesday night, we're going to open a multi-sport product. That's an autographed ticket. We'll open another half case of our Gold Rush Series 2 autographed baseball jerseys, another half case of our Leaf autographed mini football helmets, and a third case of XR football. Of course, Wednesday of next week's a big new release day, and we'll get all that stuff listed tomorrow and be talking about it tomorrow night. What we're opening tonight, Triple Play. That is a free shipping break, so I'm projecting it to get out the door on or about, or maybe on or before, I should say, Thursday the 27th, a week from today. That's usually how I project the free shipping stuff, about a week out, and often I am able to get it out to you a little sooner than that. Hi-Tech and Spectra are our paid shipping breaks tonight. I'm projecting them to get out the door on Tuesday. And if I can get it out faster, I will. I'm just being a little conservative because I know I have a lot that I need to work on. And I also have some life and household kind of things that are going to be into play here tomorrow and Saturday. So we're going to project for Tuesday, hope for faster. If you are in any of these breaks tonight, and you get skunked, you don't hit anything at all, not a base card, not an item, whatever the case may be, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. And here's how that works. If you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I usually just hold the consolation card until the next time that you have a package shipping out. And at that point, I would gather up any consolation cards that you were due, which I do track for a rolling 90-day period, and I would just ship them out the door the next time you have a hit. That's on the free breaks. If you would rather not wait for your next package to go out, just drop me a message on eBay. I will happily put the consolation card in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it off your way. In our paid shipping breaks, Hi-Tech and Spectra, if you happen to get skunked in that, of course, any consolation cards you are due would go out with the rest of the break. So first up tonight is the 2018 Hit Parade Triple Play Series 7 baseball box. This is break number 13. We're going to be looking for 3 autographed items in here, a jersey, a baseball, and a photograph. Everything that we are opening tonight ended tonight, which is Thursday night, the 20th of September. And of course, the format there, as you see, is team names on one side and the eBay user ID of our winning bidder across from it. New spreadsheet goes up before every break, so if you're not in this one, not to worry. You're going to get to see your name up there shortly. Last but not least, you probably noticed that the background went out of focus a little bit there, and that was on purpose. That is because I don't like autofocus. It makes me crazy. You wouldn't think that it would, but it's all that, zooming in and out. Yeah, I don't like it, so I don't use it. Bobby B is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. And Fishman is in the house. Bobby B, are you going to get in on my opulence break, or is that not your jam? You not feeling it on that? Fishman, I don't remember if you break basketball or not. Do you, Fishman? I'm thinking maybe you don't, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, so here are our 3 items out of Triple Play. Let's see what we have. So Carlos Santana is our baseball, as it tells us there on the lid, right? Nice and handy when we can have a little cheat factor. Folded up down here in the bottom, below all the rest of this stuff, is a JSA authentication card. You can see it's kind of bent up and whatnot, but honestly, that's not super important because the sticker that's on the item is the important part. There is your Carlos Santana autograph, your JSA sticker. That is the part that is important. I think, well, I better check that. I think Carlos Santana is a brewer, right? But let's double check it so that I don't tell you something stupid and get it wrong. So hold on one moment, please, while I look this up and make sure that I'm not telling you incorrectly, because, I might be. And in fact, I am. How about that? Because he plays for the Phillies. So, yeah, I did completely tell you wrong. How about that? And this is why we go check, right? So Philadelphia Phillies, the current team for Carlos Santana. So that is where that ball goes. And our photograph tonight is the Cubbies. It's for the Cubbies, and it is Fanatics authenticated. You can see the sticker down there. Fanatics, guys, doesn't normally include any paper authentication. They're typically just the sticker. That is Dwight Smith. You're going to have to look at it upside down to be able to read it, but just to see that it's there on the back. Dwight Smith and the Cubbies. That is our photograph. So the ball for the Phillies, the picture for the Cubbies, and our jersey is Steve Sax. And there is Steve Sax autograph along with, whose authentication is that? It is GTSM authenticated, and then of course it actually says Steve Sax on it, so I guess player authenticated as well. And no paper COA in that one that I see anywhere. And of course, you know, that's a Dodgers hit. I'm sure everybody knows that, but in case you don't, it is a Dodger. So, to recap, triple play, Dodgers, Steve Sax jersey, the Cubbies with our photograph here of Dwight Smith, Fanatics authenticated. Again, no paper, just stickers for both of those, no paper authentication. And then finally the Carlos Santana baseball for the Phillies. So triple play is all worked up. Oh, it's Domingo Santana is a Brewer. That's who I was thinking of. Thank you. I was like I'm thinking Brewers, and then I was totally, but of course we found out when I looked it up, it was a Philly, but Carlos Santana, of course, on the ball. But thank you, Ironhead. I was exactly thinking of Domingo Santana. So, yeah. I don't know why. First, actually, when I first saw Carlos Santana, I thought of the musician. Of course, obviously, I knew it wasn't the musician, but that's actually the first thought that popped into my head. We're going to be going into Bowman High Tech next. And before we get into Bowman High Tech, got a little info to put up on the screen one more time here. Probably you heard me talking about this a minute ago and maybe saw it a minute ago. If you didn't, if you logged in late or you just were, running to the refrigerator, whatever the case might be, please take a moment and read the information that you see there. It does give you info about shipping dates and consolation cards. This is a 12-box case of 2018 Bowman High Tech Baseball. It is a full case break. It is break number 3. There was an unpaid team in here the last time I looked. If you are that person, please, please pay your bill. I would very much appreciate it. It is somebody who has bid with me before, so I am going to let it ride in here tonight and hopefully not regret that. And, of course, as you see, a couple of teams with no hits in here. That's the Astros and the Rangers. So those were not listed on eBay tonight as a result. So anytime that I know that a team doesn't have hits, I will not list it for sale. Sometimes I don't know that they do, or sometimes I simply forget. If I haven't opened something or listed something in a while, you get on autopilot, you just list all the teams. But the moral of the story is this. Anytime you see one of my listings, if you recognize that there is something that has a team listed and the team is not on the checklist at all, like as in no base cards, no parallels, no hits, no anything, always drop me a line if you notice that, because I will, of course, end the listing, and or if it's too late to end it, refund whoever's got that team or whatever, because I never want to have anything listed if you have no opportunity to get anything. Oh, Bobby B, I got you. You said you don't like to get into basketball until the season has started. So, yeah, I guess what are we? About a week out from training camps opening with the NBA, something like that. We got into, Toby, man, I am sorry we didn't have any Reds for you. I like my Cincinnati Reds too, so I would have been happy to see some Reds come out for you in triple play, but we did pull a nice Reds jersey out of, what was it the other night? I think it was out of the half case of Gold Rush, that last half case, or maybe the half case before it. Anyway, recently, out of Gold Rush, we pulled a Tony Perez autographed Reds jersey, and that's the most recent one that I have seen. But what I was getting ready to say is if anybody happened to see it earlier, we did the break of Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball, that case break, and pulled some really nice stuff out of it. Jason Tatum hard-signed rookie auto, and a Donovan Mitchell rookie auto, a hard-signed Kobe Bryant autograph, Dr. J autograph. I mean, who else? We had a Shaq rookie card graded. We had a Kevin Garnett graded rookie card, and I don't know, we had some good stuff in there. It was a lot of fun. Leaf Greatest Hits tonight. Earlier today, I should say. Hi, Greg. How are you? And Stang Lover's here. Hi, Stang Lover. Did you watch that, Stang Lover? Did you like what came out of Leaf Greatest Hits? I know that's one you had thought about getting into, and then you kind of changed your mind and decided to jump into the Opulence break instead. But I was just curious if you watched the Leaf Greatest Hits, if you liked it or didn't like it, or what you thought about it. Greg and I have already chatted a little bit about it through eBay messages, so he knows that I like what we pulled. I thought it was a good break. I was happy with it. Looking for Baby Vlad, Ironhead. Okay. I don't remember. I don't think I haven't. He's on the checklist, I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming you know that he's on the checklist. I frankly couldn't tell you exactly who's on the checklist, other than I know the two teams that are not on there. But I don't think we've pulled Baby Vlad out of here yet, that I recall, anyway. But, of course, Wednesday, you know what we have coming Wednesday. Oh, my God, it's going to be crazy. Bowman Chrome comes out Wednesday. So does National Treasures Baseball. And so does Collegiate Flawless Football. All coming out on Wednesday. It's going to be insane. And we're going to probably start breaking early on that Wednesday. The listings are going to end earlier than they normally do. And we are also going to break earlier than we normally do on that Wednesday, because we're going to burn through a bunch of stuff. It's going to be fun. Yeah, okay, cool. So you haven't watched it? Okay. I just hope we can get Opulence filled up pretty soon, Stang Lover. That's my thing. I would like to get that filled and broken, and probably when some people start seeing the kind of hits that are going to come out of it, that may help it fill up a little bit. Numbered to 191, that is Sean Murphy and the A's. And now we've got a lot of base cards we're going to roll through before getting to our hits. First out is Tristan Lutz for the Milwaukee Brewers. There's a nice one for the Tampa Bay Rays with Jesus Sanchez. You guys know I love my prospecting. Here's another Jesus Sanchez right behind it. This one, Purple Parallel to 150. And Jaron Kendall for the Dodgers is our last autograph out of that one. I guess I should have started out talking about that. I didn't tell you how many autographs are in the product, did I? We should be having, or should be having, boy, I have good English, huh? We should be finding 4 autographs per box throughout. I see a redemption is hiding in this pack, and our redemptions, honestly, have been pretty good. Every one we've had thus far. Some boxes or some cases have had more than others, but anyway, we save those till the very end of the break, and we'll flip them all over at once. That is Jordan Hicks to 75 for the Cardinals. Here comes J.P. Crawford, Horia, Pavin Smith. There's a little Ozzie Albies. And this is Royce Lewis. He is numbered to 99. It's the second time you've seen back-to-back Jesus Sanchez. I don't usually see him come out back-to-back, but I'm glad to see him come out back-to-back because I think that's a nice hit. Christian Pache for the Atlanta Braves. I know the Braves organization is excited about that kid, so I imagine that's going to turn out to be a good hit in the long run. Mitchell White for the Dodgers. And this is a nice hit for right now. That is the Red Sox and Rafael Devers, numbered to 75. So I'm pretty excited about Wednesday. I mean, we're going to be busy. It's going to be so busy because, of course, we'll have to open Bowman last because it's so base card heavy. Flawless, of quick and easy break, and National Treasures is a pretty quick break too. I want to say maybe there's even something else coming out. There's another redemption. We've got 2 now, but I can't wait. I'm excited. I mean, it's not even till Wednesday of next week, but because I'll be listing it tomorrow, it kind of gets me started thinking about it. I'm already getting geared up. That is numbered to 75 for the Mets. Jo Adell, Alex Verdugo, Kyle Wright, and Ruiz. Shane Baz. I don't remember that pattern name for the Pirates. I don't remember any of the pattern names, let's face it. We all know that, right? Bobby B, I saw Baker go into the game right before halftime, and I just saw him play one series, and then it was halftime, and then, of course, you know, that's all I was able to watch. Alzolay for the Cubbies. But the one series I saw him play, yeah, I thought he looked good. Obviously, you know, I hope Tyrod's not too banged up. I guess he was in the concussion, going through the protocol anyway. Isabel for the Dodgers. I don't know how he came out at halftime, but you know, I mean, honestly, it's Jeter Downs for the Reds. It was going to come down to that anyway, I think. I mean, Tyrod was not getting it done tonight, and 3 games in, the Browns still didn't have a win, and struggling this evening the way that they were. I kind of thought it was inevitable anyway. I felt like Baker was going to end up starting the second half, even if Tyrod hadn't been hurt. You never know, but that's kind of where I was leaning anyway. Jo Adell to 50 for the Angels. So I was glad to see Baker get in, and I mean, he just wasted no time. He just busted that, you know, right out. And this is numbered to 25. That is kind of an important pattern, but I cannot remember, again, unfortunately, what most of these pattern names are. But it is Royce Lewis to 25 for the Twins, and that is a nice hit for the Twins. There's your high draft pick for the White Sox. That is Luis Robert. Ruiz for the Dodgers. Pyrotechnics. Thank you, Ironhead, for that pattern name. I appreciate that. Shed Long, Cincinnati Reds. And then Alex Fado for the Tigers. Yeah, I would say, you know, as long as Baker plays well tonight and nothing weird happens, then he may very well just have inherited the starting job permanently. I don't disagree with you on that, Bobby B. I think it just depends on how the rest of the night goes. But I think mainly the reason they've been holding him out is they just didn't want him to be overwhelmed. That's to 191. That is Nick Prado and the Royals. I think that was really the whole idea, was just to let him set back and have a year to observe in the perfect world, a la Pat Mahomes. But I think we all knew he wasn't going to get a year. Ruiz again for the Dodgers. Shed Long coming out again for the Reds. Got a lot of duplication in even the last pack to this pack, because there's Alex again for the Tigers as well. Here's a nice hit for the Phillies with Rhys Hoskins in the green parallel to 99. But I'm kind of excited to see Baker take the field, and I hope Sam Darnold calms down a little bit in the second half. He just didn't seem quite himself tonight. To 191, Adam Hazley. Because I think it'd be kind of fun to watch Baker going up against, there's another redemption, going up against Sam tonight. Ryan Vilade for the Rockies. Of course, you saw we had another redemption that I've dumped off into our pile there. There's another Luis Robert for the White Sox. I would just keep those. I would stockpile those if I were you and I had the White Sox. I think he's going to be good. Obviously, everybody thinks he's going to be good, but, you know, card value is only going to go up for him, I would think. Ramos for the San Francisco Giants. That is to 150. Hi, Steven. Steven is here. Kyle Wright, numbered to 99, green parallel. Atlanta Braves. Yeah, I was looking at some of the card prices for him recently, and I was surprised that they were as low as they were. And I just thought, man, I should be buying a bunch of these and stockpiling them, getting them graded in the meantime, and just having them ready to roll out. Ahmed Rosario to 99 for the Mets. And I might still do it because I think price-wise they're in a sweet spot right now. Colton Welker coming out for the Rockies. Adam Hazley and the Phillies. There's Evan White. That's a nice hit if you have Tampa Bay. Or Seattle. I'm sorry. He's Mariner. Evan White is a Mariner. I don't know why I said Tampa Bay because I lost my mind. That's why. There's Urias numbered to 50 for the Milwaukee Brewers. All those guys out of Louisville, you know, they all kind of confuse me sometimes. J.P. Crawford, that is number 191 in the purple parallel. Corbin Burns, Colton Welker, Daniel Johnson, Ryan Valade, Daniel Johnson again. Pittsburgh Pirates on the board with Shane Baz. Behind him, we have Baez for the Padres. Here comes our other Sanchez. Sisto Sanchez. I'm sure I say that way wrong, but that's okay. That's how I say it, and we all know I say them all wrong. So we're just going to say the other Sanchez for the Phillies, also a very nice hit. Here's Adam Hazley. Phillies are maybe on a little bit of a roll. That's to 99, green parallel. Ironhead, you like the Urias? Good. Good, good, good. I like it when I can make you guys and gals happy when I pull what you want. That's a good thing. Colton Welker, that's to 191, Rockies. There is Shohei Ohtani in a base for the Angels. Surprisingly, his base doesn't really come out all that often. You would think it would, but it really doesn't. Acuna, Devers, and right as I say that, how about we have another one with a different pattern? So Shohei just made a liar out of me. As I say, we don't see it very often, and we pulled 2 out of 1 pack. And here's Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. So now the Rays have a nice hit. The Mariners had a nice one. Now the Rays. Here's Guzman for the Marlins. Stephen, I did not see that message about Opulence. Where did you send it? Because I didn't see a message on eBay, and I didn't see a message in my regular email either. So because I remembered that you had mentioned it, but then when I didn't see a message, I wasn't sure if you were in or not or what. Mackenzie Gore for the San Diego Padres. That's a nice hit. And this is quite nice for the Mets. It's Ahmed Rosario, numbered to 75. Oh, yeah, the stuff that was in chat last night, guys, it was flying through there fast and furiously. You guys were typing a lot and really quickly, and I could not keep up with it all. So, no, I do not have you in there, Stephen, but I can get you in there. If you could tell me what your eBay username is, or better yet, just send me a message through eBay messages, either one, and just say, all you have to do is even just type in Opulence, and I can get it done. And are you wanting 1 spot or more spots or what? Jake Berger, this is numbered to 50 for the White Sox. Deathstalker, most of the stuff that we do is on eBay. Of course, all of this stuff that we're breaking right now ended on eBay, but there are also breaks that are done outside of eBay, our direct breaks, and that is how we're running with Opulence Basketball right now. It's a hits draft, and we're going to bust into a case of it. Are you familiar with how a hits draft works, Deathstalker? Or do you want me to give you some info on that? Daniel Johnson for the Nationals. Ramos again for the Giants. Nick Prado, and that is the Kansas City Royals. You know, the other thing I can tell you guys that has changed just recently, like this week, the way eBay is structured, I can't see your email address anymore. When I go into the order, like the sales record, the order details, which is how I would always grab the email addresses to send out, you know, the invoices for these direct breaks and stuff, don't see them anymore. Ryan Valade for the Colorado Rockies. And of course, if you try to type in email addresses in eBay, a lot of times they'll just strip them out and take them out entirely. So they're trying to make our life a little difficult. How about a 1 of 1 for Gleyber Torres and the Yankees? Does that make you happy, Yankees? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. 1 of 1, Gleyber Torres, Yankees. I wish it was signed, but I still love it. Then, Stephen, I tell you what, if you, I don't ever check this email, but I will. I will remind myself to go do it. If you send me an email then to leaderofthepackbreaks@gmail.com, I will go in there and get it, and then I will get your information for that opulence break, and you can tell me what email you want me to use and all that. And I guess I really am going to have to start checking that Gmail account anyway more, because we're going to have to start using it for stuff like that, I think. Jake Berger and the White Sox, at least until I can get the website up. Corbin Burns and the Milwaukee Brewers. Deathstalker, the direct breaks, we just talk about them right now because the website's not up during the live stream, and so I present like the information about them. We actually took a look at it at the start of the break, and I can put it up again after we finish this break. The Twins, Brent Rooker, and this is Jaron Kendall to 150 for the Dodgers, of course. But yeah, the direct stuff right now, I just do them one at a time, and we do them kind of by like this through the live streams and chats and messages and whatnot. And hopefully sometime in the next few months, I'll have a website up, and then, oh wow, 2 redemptions. And then we'll be able to do those a lot more often and in different ways once we get the website up. Ironhead, you said that's your 5th Corbin Burns. This is numbered to 99. It is Jeter Downs and the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Deathstalker, we break a lot of football. In fact, after this, we're going to be breaking a case of Spectra football right after we finish this up tonight. Nick Prado, Jaron Kendall, Jeter Downs, Ahmed Rosario, Shane Baz and the Pirates. That's whichever pattern that, you know, I'm going to not say it correctly, but that is not a common pattern out of the possibilities here in high tech. Franklin Perez for the Tigers, and Jimenez for the Mets. Before we recap, you know what we have to do. Yes, we have to check out all those redemptions. We're going to flip them over, find out who they are. We're most likely going to know exactly where they go. However, you also know I'm going to take us to the Topps website where we will look all these up and verify our teams and all that sort of stuff. AC Baker 12, I will put up all that Opulence basketball stuff again right after we recap this. If you are good to hang tight for maybe another 4 or 5 minutes, I'll just put all that up again, and then that way you and Deathstalker and everybody can check it out kind of all at once. You said I break really fast, which makes your ADHD wild. Oh, so you like it to go slower, you're saying? Maybe, is that what you said? I'm not sure. I think you're saying I'm going too fast. I don't know. If I am, you guys can always ask me to slow down. This is Ronald Acuna, and it is, of course, going to be the Braves. But I definitely buzz through the base stuff pretty quickly. There's no question about that. Nick Pratto, who I think we already saw live in here, but apparently he didn't get around to signing everything. Should be a Kansas City Royal. Then we have, there it is, baby. There is the man, Shohei Ohtani. High-tech autograph, orange magma diffractor parallel. Can you say money? Can you say somebody just made themselves a boatload of money? Yeah, if you have the Angels tonight, which actually sold pretty low tonight, you just made a boatload of money. Oh, yeah, that is nice. That is so nice. And how about a second Ronald Acuna? And this one is on the pyrotechnic parallel. So the Braves already happy with their redemptions. Now twice the fun. But the Angels, yeah, the Angels have it going. Oh, and my Reds get in with Hunter Green at the last second. Flipping over the last one saves my Cincinnati Reds. How about that? Okay, here's what we need to do before we recap. We're going to roll right over to the Topps website. Let me see if I have it pulled up. No, I don't. But here's the good news. It's bookmarked, so it's only going to take me like half a second. And then we're going to have it pulled up, and we're going to go to the checklist and do all the boring stuff where we verify all this so that everybody can see it up on the big screen, so to speak. Let's get back down here. High tech. There we go. All right. So really, guys, we don't have to like find the exact category in these because it doesn't tell us what it's numbered to. We just need to match up the names so that everybody can see where things are supposed to go. So Ronald Acuna right there, Atlanta Braves, as we expected. He had 2 redemptions in there. We're going to scroll up from there and find Mr. Nick Pratto for the Kansas City Royals. And in between, I should have Shohei, but he's not on that list, so we'll have to keep looking for him. There he is. Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. And then, of course, somewhere we're going to see Hunter Green right there for the Cincinnati Reds. So everybody can see that these were properly assigned where they should be. This was a really good case. And you know, I bought this from somebody who had just an extra case that they didn't want. They didn't want to break it. I was like, sure, I'll buy it. And look what we got out of it. So I bet they would be really sad if they knew what all we got out of it. All right, we're going to look at our numbered things first. That is to 99. Here we are with the gold to 50. That one is to 191. 191 to, what is that to? 99. 99, 191, 191. That's a really nice Royce Lewis to 25. That's a very nice Jo Adell to 50. 75 to 99, 75, and 191. Oh, yeah. And how about a 1 of 1? We can't leave Gleiber out with his handsome 1 of 1 for the New York Yankees. Our redemptions, like that is gonna, I'm not kidding you. This is a lot. This is worth a lot of money right here. A lot. It's the orange magma diffractor parallel of Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. So yeah, that card right there, you just really had a nice investment if you have the Angels tonight. Hunter Green and the Reds, buy and hold. Ronald Acuna for the Braves, a second Acuna for the Braves. That one, why can't I say that word? Pyrotechnics autograph parallel. And Nick Pratto for the Kansas City Royals. Looks like he's going to be pretty good, actually. So he's probably another buy and hold. And now to recap the rest of our hits. We are Mets, Tigers, Dodgers, Twins, Brewers, White Sox, Rocky. There he is. He's live in here, but yet we also have redemptions. How weird. Royals, Giants, Nationals, Mets, nice Matt Gore. For the Padres, the Marlins, the Rays, Phillies, Padres, Pirates. This is, of course, numbered to 50 for the Brewers that made Ironheads night. Evan White, nice hit for the Mariners. Phillies, the Rockies, the Giants, buy and hold, White Sox, Colorado Rockies. Rhys Hoskins to 99 for the Phillies. Fado for the Tigers. Shedlong for my Cincinnati Reds. Then we are Dodgers, Tigers, Reds, Dodgers. I'm detecting a theme. White Sox, Reds, Dodgers, the Cubbies. Nice Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. That is to 75. Mitchell White, Dodgers. Christian Pache for the Braves. Jaron Kendall. Jesus Sanchez, and Tristan Lutz for the Brewers. So that is Bowman High Tech in a nutshell. Now, back by popular demand, we're going to put the opulence information up here one more time. So Spectra football folks, bear with me for a minute. We're going to take a little sidestep here, and then we'll get into your Spectra break. So guys, this is for Opulence Basketball. This is the one we're working on selling direct right now. It is one case. It is a high-end product. It's currently a $3,500 case. I bought it early, so I got it a little less than $3,500, which is why our buy-in is also accordingly a little less. It's a hits draft, and the product is mostly hits. The case will have 21 hits, autographs and relics, or some combination thereof. Then there's another draft spot that will have the option of picking up all of the base cards and the base parallels, which just means basically the numbered base cards. And I believe there are only going to be 9 of those in total across the entire case. So that's going to give us 22 draft positions in the break, because everybody's going to get something in this. That's what a hits draft is. Nobody goes home empty-handed. It's just a matter of what you're going to get, right? So the way it works is like this. We would open up the case, take out all of the hits so that we could see what was available, take the list of participants, use random.org to randomize it, and that would give us our draft order. So if you were in position number 1 after we do random, then you would have your choice of every single card that came out of that case. You could choose the one that you wanted and it would be yours. Wouldn't matter what team, you have the first choice, and so on and so forth. So if you're in the 10th draft position, 9 cards would be gone. The rest of the cards would still be there. You could take your choice of the remaining cards, and obviously so on and so forth till you get down to draft position 22, and clearly they're going to have just kind of, well, whatever's left. That's how that works. It is $135 a spot. Each spot will get you 1 draft position. Shipping costs are included. We're going to break it when we fill it. If we get it filled and paid tomorrow, which is its release day, I'm also going to throw in a box of 2016-17 Grand Reserve that we would open live at the same time. Any hits that came out of that, as well as the base cards as a group, would be given out by way of random. And of course it says if you pull nothing, you hit nothing, or you get nothing, but everybody's going to get something in this break, because it's literally every spot is guaranteed something. And as with any break, no refund, no return item. If you want in, let me know. Just let me know, and I'll plug you in there. And I think that is it for that. Now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. So guys, if you didn't see this a moment ago, our paid shipping breaks, High Tech, which we just finished, Spectra, which is upcoming. I am projecting to get out the door on Tuesday. I would like to get it to you faster. I may be able to get it to you faster, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we're going to stick with Tuesday and hope for sooner. Okay. The free shipping break tonight was Triple Play. That is projected to go out on or before Thursday. Free stuff is always projected to go out 6 or 7 days after the break. Consolation cards, of course, I track your teams that don't pull anything, like not a base card, not anything, for a rolling 90-day period. And typically what happens if you're in a free shipping break, the next time you do pull something, I just grab all those up and I send them out with the next thing that you hit. If you don't want to wait, send me a message and I'll drop it on the way to you sooner. Of course, in High Tech and Spectra, those are paid shipping breaks, and if you get skunked in one of those, it would ship with the rest of the break, because your consolation would, because it's paid shipping, right? So that's how that works. We are coming up on 8 boxes of 2018 Spectra football. This is a full case break. It is break number 4. And of course, like everything else we're opening tonight, this ended tonight on eBay Thursday night, the 20th of September, if you can believe. Team names, of course, are on the left, and our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. And Spectra has been very kind to us so far, so I'm anxiously awaiting to see what we can find in there. Oh, Ironhead, you were asking me, Cammie, you obviously know now you did not miss Spectra. Ironhead, I didn't see you ask how many redemptions there were. Hang on, I can count them. I didn't really count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 redemptions in that case of Bowman High Tech. And AC Baker, so you saw what we just did there for Opulence, right? So we're good on that. And Jason's here. It's Jason's first time doing a break with us. Welcome, Jason. Who do you have in Spectra? Whose mojo do we need to be working on for you tonight, Jason? See if we can't find you some big hits in here, perhaps. Deathstalker, we do I have more Spectra? What is today? Thursday? So is this break 4? I don't know if I've got any more Spectra on hand or not. I might not. I know I have a half case of it down there, but I'm thinking about in terms of full cases. I don't know if I have any more full cases or not. I'll have to look. That's an excellent question. There's been so much stuff coming out that I have a little bit lost track of what I have and what I don't have and what we've broken and what is left. But you know, I often do get in additional cases of stuff if it breaks well and it looks like that I can find it without paying a king's ransom. I will a lot of times go back and buy additional cases of something. So we definitely have another half case down there because I split a case with somebody because my rep wouldn't give me that extra full case. You know, I couldn't get case number 5, but he would give me an extra half case. So I'm like, okay, fine, send it, and I'll worry about finding another half. So something like that, right? Bubby, you have got the Steelers tonight, my Pittsburgh Steelers, who have been playing like junior varsity so far. My Steelers have been awful to start the season, but maybe we're going to find them some good hits in here. Bobby B, are you telling me that Baker Mayfield has led 3, now you say scoring drives, were they all touchdowns or were some of them field goals? Like, what's going on? You got to give me more info, man. You can't leave me hanging like that. You gotta give me more information than that. Adrock, you said KC, you have got the Chiefs in here then, I take it. You all are off to a good start. Oh, now I see you had it in here. 2 field goals and a touchdown drive. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I'm glad Baker's in there. I mean, I like Tyrod or Tyrod, whatever we're calling him these days. I like him, but I'm glad to see Baker in the game. Jason, you've got the Cowboys. Fishman has got the Raiders. Corey, you are on your way to the emergency room. Corey, what happened, man? What's going on? Well, I mean, and that's personal, I guess. You don't probably want to tell that in chat, but whatever it is, man, I hope you're okay. This is to 75. It is Sam Bradford for the Arizona Cardinals. For the San Francisco 49ers to 20, it is Deion Sanders. For the Oakland Raiders, it's Jordy Nelson to 75. For the Broncos, John Elway to 99. A little die cut for the Giants, Eli Manning to 25. And Corey, I don't, you are going to like when you watch Greatest Hits, Corey. I didn't know if you were still on here or not. But you know what? When you get to the hospital, if they leave you in the waiting room or something, watch that break and it might cheer you up a little bit. I'll just leave it like that. How about that? A redemption. You know I am cruel and evil, and we're going to leave it upside down until the end of the break. We'll probably collect a few more to go along with it before we're all said and done, I imagine. Numbered to 199, it's Gronk. Pittsburgh Steelers are out with Terrell Edmonds. We haven't been pulling him a whole lot, so that's kind of nice for the Steelers. Green scope autograph. Excuse me. That was nice, wasn't it? I shared my dinner with you, didn't I? Willis McGee for the Broncos is next out. Battleborn, you said, oh, your Peyton showed up today. Nice, nice, nice. You had the 1 of 1 out of the first case of Spectra of Peyton, right? Kareem Hunt to 99, Kansas City Chiefs with a relic. Tyquan Lewis, that is to 199 for the Colts. And we have numbered to 15 for the Jags, Leonard Fournette and DJ Chark. Zach Thomas for the Dolphins. Zach is numbered to 49. And for some reason this entire season, I keep calling the Buccaneers the Dolphins. Like, I don't know what my deal is, but for some reason, I have switched the Bucs and the Dolphins in my head, like, the entire season, and I don't really know why. DJ Chark to 199, Jags. James Washington, my Pittsburgh Steelers, to 99. Nice. Oh, that's nice. In fact, you know what? James Washington hasn't really been coming out a ton out of Spectra. And you got the purple, the neon purple ink signature too. So Steelers, that's pretty good. All right. For the Broncos, it is numbered to 15. Look at that. Deshaun Hamilton and Mr. Chubb. Nice hit for the Broncos. Corey, you said, oh no, possible emergency surgery. Man, I hope not, Corey. I hope that they get you sorted out, brother. We don't want that to happen to you. Bobby B, you're telling me Baker Mayfield caught the 2-point conversion. Somebody else threw it to him and he caught it. Oh, see, now this is what. I watched the first half, which was just a terrible game, borderline unwatchable. And now the second half, they are just burning up the place. Well, that's all right. I appreciate Bobby B keeping me in the loop. Those of you who break with me often, you know that I like keeping up with my scores while I'm doing the breaks, because pretty much every night I've walked away from some game to start these breaks, and so I always kind of like to know what's going on. All right, we have Marquez Valdez-Scantling to 75. A die cut, Cortland Sutton to 35, Denver Broncos. I see a green scope in our future. That would be for the Raiders and Derek Carr to 30. That's an organization that needs a little turnaround as well, by the by. The Lions, Marvin Jones to 99. And the Arizona Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald, die cut to 15. So is anybody taking odds on who loses their job first, Matt Patricia or Gruden? I don't think they can get rid of Gruden, though. They gave him that contract of what, $100 million or something? Like, insane. Bobby B, what did you say cost 20% of my profit on the night? I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Terrence Williams to 99. Oh, now I get it. Cowboys. I get it now. You're saying you're going to charge me for the play-by-play. I get it. I'm a little slow. Yeah, well, we may have to negotiate the 20%, Bobby. That's to 199. It's Derrick Henry and the Titans. Kalen, you know we're not going to get out of here without finding him. That is to 299 for the Dolphins. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it can be Gruden just because of the amount of money they paid him. I mean, that was just a stupid contract to sign him to anyway. But whatever. You know, they're reliving their glory days up there, so they think anyway. And this is one of two, and it's going to make me really sad because it's going to have to go to random unless the same person owns both teams. Anthony Miller and Jamon Moore, both really nice patches and numbered to only 2. So we're going to leave it over there in our housekeeping area. Pittsburgh Steelers, you're continuing to have a nice break. Numbered to 99, another James Washington, and check that patch out, baby. Oh, yes. All 3 colors. That's kind of rare on the Steelers patches. You're right. You deserve 30%. I'm talking myself in the wrong direction, it seems. Numbered to 99 for the Saints. That is Alvin Kamara. Charles Woodson coming out to 99, Green Bay Packers. And a little AB numbered to 15. Hey, Steelers. Having an unexpectedly good case this evening. Steelers have been a little quiet in Spectra the last case, or maybe even the last 2 cases, and then they're coming back with a vengeance tonight. Numbered to 50, that is Cortland Sutton and Royce Freeman. Do have a little kind of imperfections on the corners of this one, more so lower left than anywhere else. But that's, you know, we kind of find that here and there throughout. You'll see the same thing there on Tremaine Edmonds, just a little bit of chipping down there on that lower left. To 199 for the Buffalo Bills. We've now seen both the Edmonds brothers autographs come out. Warren Sapp, numbered to 20 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nice throwback sig. Oh, and you want some Eagles? Now, see, it's got to be one or the other, man. It's either going to be 30% or I'll work my mojo for your Eagles. Oh, see, I'm playing hardball now. Coming after you now, Bobby B. Well, I don't think that there's, I mean, with Baker playing this well, I think there's no way Tyrod gets his job back unless Baker gets hurt or something. I mean, yeah. I believe we have officially seen the start of the Baker Mayfield era tonight. You take the mojo for the Eagles? Okay, then. I'm going to work on that for you. I'm going to give it my best vibing skills. See if we can't pull some nice Eagles hits out of here for you tonight. In the meantime, there's a little die cut OBJ to 35 for the Giants. And the Colts, Andrew Luck to 99. For the Jets, Josh McCown to 20. Like, didn't you kind of forget he was even there? I did. But he is still there. For the Bills, A.J. McCarron to 75. But he's not. And a die-cut Colton Miller to 15, Raiders. Cammie, I do not have a Facebook page. I'm working, well, I keep trying to find somebody to do the website for me because I just don't have enough time to do it. And I'm not skilled enough to do it the way I want it to be done. So I'm trying to find somebody to do the website for me, and that's eventually what we'll transition into, but it'll never go entirely away from eBay. It'll probably be a split, you know, and it'll just gradually, some things will go one direction and some will go the other. To 199, it's Darius Geis for the Redskins. But for right now, sadly, it is all on eBay with them taking their gigantic percentage every month. I'm like building somebody a house. That's to 199, CJ Mosley and the Ravens. Kansas City Chiefs with the hot hand, Pat Mahomes, and Bradley Chubb on the bottom for the Broncos, numbered to 50. That's also going to go over here in our little TBD pile. Kiki for the Texans to 199. Jim McMahon. How about that? That's a throwback. $199 for the Bears. The Kansas City Chiefs /25 with Pat Mahomes. And that's pretty nice, right? I mean, it's not signed, but still, that's a big 2-color patch, scope pattern, Cornerstones card set /25. I like that. Donta Foreman, 99, Texans. Uh-oh, look at that, Bobby B. I did work my Eagles magic for you /199. It's Goddard. See there? There is your Eagles mojo. Ask and ye shall receive, Bobby B. And there's your nice, handsome Goddard in exchange. Oh, but wait, I don't think I'm done yet. Because /25, I have Brian Dawkins. Oh, check that out. Yes, buddy. That's worth sharing some score updates, isn't it? Indeed. Number /75, Cortland Sutton and the Broncos. And here's a hit that I like. Derwin James for the Chargers /149. And Derwin James has not been coming out of anything at a high rate. And by all accounts, that kid is really, really good. So I think if you've got the Chargers, that's probably a hit you're going to like. Yeah, Deathstalker, I know what you're saying, like the template websites and stuff. I know. Well, first of all, I don't even have an extra hour a day at this point in time. I really wish that I did, because I would like to go to a movie or something. But I do know what you mean, like the template websites and things, they walk you through them, and it is pretty easy to put one together. Not easy, but not super difficult to put one together that way. So yeah, I do know what you're saying on that. I'm really wanting to find somebody to do a custom coded for me at a reasonable price, because I want to integrate some things on the back end that I think would be probably require custom coding. And I definitely can't do that stuff. So I found someone who said they could do it, and I think they would have been really good, but they were booked up for a while, so I didn't reserve them, and I should have, because now that amount of time has passed anyway. I still don't have it done, and by now they've taken other jobs too, so I just set myself backwards. John Elway /99, Broncos. For the Dolphins, Ryan Tannehill /75. Oh, Bobby B, make me laugh. For the Vikings, we have Adam Thielen /99. A green scope Bronco, Peyton Manning /30. Die cut. How do you say his name? Noddy? I'm going to go with that. /25. Kansas City Chiefs. David Johnson /199, Cardinals. You know, we might realistically get Josh Rosen on the field this season too. Because believe it or not, I mean, Sam Bradford's not hurt for the first time in forever, but he's not playing very well either. Cameron Wake /199 for the Dolphins. So I think there is a legit chance that we could get Josh Rosen in there too. Yeah, Deathstalker, I found somebody who will do custom coded for a little bit less than that. That's /99. But actually about half that price. But the problem is, as I said, their wait time was enormous. So I just said, nah, that's okay. I'll find somebody else to do it. And then I didn't find anybody else to do it. And now the amount of time has passed. They could be working on it, but they're not because I didn't hire them. /25, Alvin Kamara. And I'm sure they're even more backed up by now. But I'll figure it out. I'll find somebody to do it. /99, Tony Gonzalez for the Chiefs. If nothing else, I might have to roll out a template kind of deal. Use that for a while until I can get these gals to do the custom coded. /50, Calvin Ridley and the Falcons with a nice patch. I like that patch. And you all know I like Calvin Ridley, so. Super Bowl champion signatures, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Alstott /25. I like the Super Bowl champion series. That's where we got our Peyton Manning 1/1 out of in an earlier case break. I like that insert. The Biscuit, Mitchell Trubisky /99 for the Bears. And we have Malik Jefferson. Malik is numbered /50 for the Bengals. That's a sticker. Been a couple of these, actually. A few of these that are stickers and not on card, just by the way. Mark Walton, numbered /60 for the Bengals. Definitely has some chipping down there, lower right in particular, you can see. But you have a neon green signature and a nice 2-color patch. Actually, 3-color. There, that's not the edge of the card. That is a little edge of black on your fabric. So, and I saved this one for last out of that box. Numbered /25 for the Giants. Yes, baby. It's Saquon Barkley with a neon pink signature, numbered /25. Can you say cha-ching? So the Giants just made themselves a little money. If I can get the right sleeve, that might be helpful. We don't want Saquon in a little sleeve. We want him in the nice big one, the big roomy one. So far, so good. I like this case of Spectra. Oh, Deathstalker. Yeah, I know. It's actually the girls who are doing that work at that price, the custom coded price, are actually in Germany. However, they have done some work for a good friend of mine, has a website that she updates quite frequently and is very active with. They've done a ton of work for her, and they're really exceptionally good. And graphic artists as well. I mean, they're just fantastic. And they're probably giving me a little bit of a break just because of my association with her. So that's probably the reason that they were willing to do it for the price they were willing to do it for. But yeah, I know I need all that presence. And I used to, believe it or not, once upon a time, I did a lot of social media stuff. In fact, I did some social media campaigns for a television show once upon a time. But I just haven't had time to do it. I know I need Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I keep picking up that same sleeve, so let's just throw it far away and not have it here anymore. Antonio Brown /99, Steelers. Braxton Berrios, that is numbered /30 for the Patriots. But Deathstalker, for sure, you can send me your info. Just send it to the email I told you guys a while ago, the leader of the pack breaks @gmail.com. I don't check that super often, but I will check it this week because since I told some of you to email me there. /75, Baker Mayfield. For the Lions, Matt Stafford /99. A die cut, Naughty again /35. Oh, you sell Hot Wheels for a living. Oh, that is so cool, man. Oh, I love that you sell Hot Wheels. That is just awesome. I have some Hot Wheels somewhere. I used to have a bunch of Hot Wheels, and I had my whole family, we're all collectors, and I used to have a ton of that sort of stuff. That's /199. It is Juju Smith-Schuster. I've gotten rid of a lot of it over the years. I had all the original Star Wars action figures with all of their accessories in their original carrying case. Yeah, I had a bunch of that stuff. Ito Smith /99, Falcons. But I have gotten rid of most of it. This is numbered /199. It is the Dolphins and the Bills. So it will also have to sit over here in our housekeeping area. We'll deal with all of that at the end of the break. Mike White /75 for the Cowboys. That's a nice patch for the Cowboys, too. Little, again, some imperfect corners. Nothing major, but not perfect. That is major right there. Do you see that right there? Can you guys see that? That's like, I don't even know what is happening there. I think that is maybe part of the coating on the card starting to come off or come up or peel off or something. But there's something major going on right there on the back of Kerryon Johnson. That is numbered to 199 for the Lions, and I suspect that that's a part of the coating on the card. That's what it looks like to me. At least it's on the back and not the front, but still disappointing to find that in a higher end set like this. To 99 for the Panthers, it's Funchess. Oh, you do your whole business on Instagram. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to go on some of that stuff. It's definitely the way to go. So yeah, like I said, man, just send me the send me your info to my email address, and somewhere along the way, that's to 25, Dak Prescott. Somewhere along the way, when I get the website up and running and all that, then I may go tap into your expertise. We've got a 1 of 1 coming. It is Andy Dalton and Mark Walton. And I was hoping it was signed, but oh, that's okay. I'm a little bit in love anyway because it's the Nike swoosh. If that up there was the NFL Shield, it would have been the perfect card. But still, that's nice if you've got the Bengals. And it's perfectly centered. They don't always center the Nike swoosh all that well, but they did there. Oh, such a handsome card for the Bengals. And again, some minor, edge and corner things, but a 1 of 1, nice looking hit for the Bengals. Yeah, Deathstalker, it's leader of the pack breaks, the same thing that you see here at gmail.com. Except it's, it's all one word. It doesn't have the spaces like you see here, but leader of the pack breaks at gmail.com. Christian Kirk, Arizona Cardinals. Josh Jackson to 199 for the pack. Travis Kelce to 25. Oh, that's nice. That's signed. I thought that'd be a relic. It's a nice hit for the Chiefs. Somebody was asking for a little Kansas City mojo at the start of the break, so maybe that Travis Kelce helped scratch your itch a little bit. Bobby B, I haven't seen any score updates, man. Are you slacking off on me now because I got you 2 Eagles hits? So now you're slacking. You're not going to give me any more score updates. I'm just out of luck. What is? Oh, that's a piece of the box. Like, what is that? Foreign material on my table. All right, cool. Thank you. Just make sure that you tell me in the email, like, who you are, that you're Deathstalker in chat and whatever, so that I will have a frame of reference, because I will have to, it'll probably stay filed in my email until such time as I get a website up and running and then figure out what in the world I need to do from there. Well, I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of getting it done, I guess. Deshaun Hand, that is numbered to 4 for the Lions. Thank you, Bobby B. Now I love you back. 17-14, and the Browns are driving, huh? Oh, I see the Red Sox won, so they've got the AL East locked up. Just saw a score alert pop up. Julius Peppers to 30 for the Panthers. And I just stacked that in the wrong spot. I got all carried away with my score updates there. For the Giants, it's OBJ to 25. Oh, is my chat that backed up? I mean, that much of a delay? Because James is just now talking about the 1 of 1 for Bengals, but that was like a while ago. Is my chat that slow tonight? Dang, it's really out of sync if that's the case. Stang Lover, you need some Tennessee Titans. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. J.J. Watt to 99 for the Texans. For the Chargers, it's Joey Bosa to 99. Did you guys see that little brother Nick had to undergo surgery? I guess he's out for maybe for the rest of the season. Some kind of core muscle injury. I don't know any more details than that, but not Nick Carr. What am I? Derek Carr for the Raiders. I'm talking about Nick Bosa and saying Nick Carr. Not hardly. Gronk to 15 for the Patriots. That's a nice 3-color patch. Bobby B said, oh, Carlos Hyde got a touchdown. That's so cool. Because, you know, it's his birthday. You probably heard them talk about that at the top of the telecast. And I believe his wife is like currently giving birth or has just given birth today too. Plus it's his birthday. Doris Fountain and Naheem Hines. That is to 99 for the Colts. So that's really cool. I like that. Oh, okay, James. Good. All right. James says it was the chat isn't really that slow. He was just excited about it and just had to, you know, settle down to type, I think. To 199, it's the Falcons. I feel you on that, my friend. I have been that way too. Yeah, so Deathstalker, that's about what I thought it was. I see that I'm reading backwards now. I started at the bottom. Sorry, I should have started at the top. It's to 99, the Dolphins. So that's about average then, 25, 30 seconds, something like that. I had somebody help me time it one night when we were doing a live break, and that's about where it was coming in. Numbered to 75 for the Broncos dual relics. And I can set it to be almost real time, but if I do change the latency, then it kind of, you know, opens us up to the little circle of death. That is numbered to 15, Ito Smith, with a neon pink signature. So I think I'd rather live with it the way it is and not have the potential buffering, you know. Bradley Chubb to 99. Broncos cleaning up in here tonight. Bo Scarborough to 199 for the boys. The Browns are ahead, 21-17. Oh, the Browns are ahead. And you know when all those Bud Light refrigerators unlock, the entire city of Cleveland is going to get drunk if they win tonight. That's to 199. That is a second Terrell Edmonds. Doesn't come out all that often, and now we've got him twice in one break. Josh Rosen to 99 for the Arizona Cardinals. Ba-boom. Cardinals. Calling your name with that one. I need another pack of thick card sleeves. Hold one moment, please. While I dig into my box of supplies. I always forget how many it takes to go through a Spectra break because almost everything's a hit. Well, really, kind of. I guess it's all a hit in a way because everything's numbered. So some people consider numbered cards hits, some don't. But, you know, you kind of treat them as hits, I think, as long as they're not super high numbered. Yeah, so Deathstalker, I'll have to look around and see if I've got more Spectra here. As I said, I know I have the half case. I may have another full case down there. I really, truly don't exactly know. I need to inventory it. I know there's more XR down there because it just came in. There's definitely more Bowman High Tech. There's more Leaf Greatest Hits. I don't know. There's other cases of stuff down there. I just can't think what it is. And that is Armani Watts to 99, Kansas City Chiefs. Wrong sleeve again. Why do I keep doing that? For the Bears, Jordan Howard to 99. Greenscope Broncos, Demaryius Thomas to 30. For the Eagles, it's Carson Wentz to 75. Can't wait to see that guy back on the field. Die cut for the Browns, it's Josh Gordon to 35. Cameron Wake /99 Dolphins. Do you like XR, Deathstalker? Have you looked at it at all? Last night we had some, in fact, a 1/1 Baker Mayfield came out of there, another Baker Mayfield /25, but we pulled in the breaks last night across 2 football products 10 1/1s. 10. 6 of them were in XR, and 4 of them were in Leaf Trinity, which I am out of at the moment. This is numbered /99, LaShawn McCoy and your man Josh Allen. /199 for the Jags, it's DJ Chark. Yeah, I was happy with the number of 1/1s for sure that came out of XR last night. Some unexpectedly high number of them. Corey Davis /99 for the Titans. Staying lever. There's a Tennessee Titan for you. Michael Gallup. This is numbered /4 for the boys. Nice hit, nice patch all the way around /4. Like it. Joe Mixon for the Bengals. He's out with an injury /99. You've watched way too many cases of XR. Yeah, I hear you. But I was surprised. I mean, not yes and no surprised. I knew it would be nice. This is its 2nd year, so we got to look at it last year too, of course. Von Miller and the Broncos. But I was surprised to have that many 1/1s come out of the one case. And to have 2 Baker Mayfields, a 1/1 and 1/25. That was pretty nice, too. Jalen Samuels /299 with another nice patch for the Steelers. Overall, Steelers are having a good break. /25, it's Ty Montgomery. Green Bay Packers, scope pattern. Tyreek Hill, Kansas City Chiefs. Catalysts, relic. And here's another Titan for you, staying lever. Rashaan Evans, your rookie, /99. Like it. Battleborn Breakers, you said you had the Saints and lost the auto card. You got to help me remember which we're talking. Oh, in random. Are you talking about a random that we did? We did so much stuff last night. I'm like trying to flash back in my head. I can't even think what all we had. Yeah, I know. It is never any fun to lose a card in random. I've been on the losing side of that in other people's breaks, you know, where I've bought into the breaks. And it's terrible. No one likes that. That's, you know, another reason I like the way the hits drafts work. So that's part of the reason we're doing that with Opulence, because it's a high-end product and no one wants to spend a ton of money and then get blanked. I mean, in my opinion. Maybe I'll turn out to be wrong and we won't even fill the break, but I don't think that would be the case. Because, yeah, I mean, I could add in 8 more spots and have representation for all 30 teams, and that would lower the per spot price a little bit. But it would also mean that definitely teams were going to get blanked. I mean, and could potentially be a lot of teams get blanked. So for my money, I'd rather spend the extra, you know, $25, $35 and know I'm going to get something than to have a lower buy-in and potentially walk away with nada. But that's just me. You said, oh, you had a, oh, wow, Deathstalker. I didn't see you say that a minute ago. You had a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees autograph patch. Oh, Battleborn, that's the card that you were in? Oh, man, you were in that random and lost that card? Oh, man. And it was a 1 of 1? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That really is not fun at all. Number to 99 is Julius Peppers and the Panthers. For the San Francisco 49ers, it's Jimmy G to 30. Yeah, I mean, that's the downside of that kind of stuff, of course. It's part of the inherent risk, and it's great when you win it, but man, is it terrible when you don't. Deion Kane to 99 for the Colts. I'm sorry about that, Battleborn. At least you have your one-of-one Peyton Manning to keep you warm at night, right? LaShawn McCoy to 75 for the Bills. For the 49ers, Richard Sherman to 35. For the Saints, numbered to 99, we've got a little duel, Traquan Smith and Michael Thomas. Mike White is coming out again for the boys, numbered 299 on that one. The Lions have Matt Stafford to 99. Too bad that's not signed. Although, poor guy, the way he's playing this year, yeah, probably doesn't help the prices of his cards any, does it? Ty Montgomery to 199, Green Bay Packers. Dante Pettis to 75 for the 49ers. That's a nice hit. And you know what I just remembered? Someone had a team in here for a decent amount of money that wasn't paid, and I meant to look and see if they paid it before we started this, because if they didn't, I was going to potentially offer it up in the break, but I forgot to check it, and now we're done. So, so now it doesn't matter. Might get paid, might not. Marcus Mariota for the Titans. I don't know. I got off talking about opulence, and I just forgot to check that. So that's going to be my fault, isn't it? To 199, Ronald Jones and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So if you happen to be that person that didn't pay, please don't stiff me for like a couple $100. I hope you will pay me. This is numbered to 249 for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Harold Landry, Stang Lover, got another one for you to 199 for the Titans. Dalton, well, Dalton, we still have a redemption. Why do I keep picking up that same sleeve? Dalton, we still have a redemption to do, so we don't know for sure that you don't have anything yet. Plus, we've got these still to look at, but we've got those 3 housekeeping, but don't forget, 1 redemption yet to flip. Kyle Lauletta for the Giants, that is numbered to 50. You've got neon green ink on that. And then numbered to 50 here, the Browns and Nick Chubb. Oh, that's a nice patch for the Browns. A lot of times the Browns are just kind of a brown patch, so it's nice when you get a little extra color. These 3 we're going to have to deal with in random. Excuse me. And we have this guy. And that is Antonio Callaway. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. Rookie autographs, neon blue. Antonio Callaway will be a brown. But you know what's going to happen. We're going to go to the website for Panini and pull up the checklist and check that out so that we can verify it. And we'll have the added bonus of finding out what it's numbered to. Because unlike Topps, Panini does tell us what their cards are numbered to. So let's check it out and see what we can find out here. It'd be helpful if I went to football and not basketball or baseball, wouldn't it? It's a lot of drop-down menus, but they do give you a lot more information than Topps does, which I kind of appreciate. So this is card set, what did I say it was? Rookie Autographs Neon Blue. And there we go. Card number 195. Antonio Callaway right there, verified as a brown. It's going to be numbered to 149. Let's label that up. And then we've got a few things to deal with in random, but I'm going to bring you back to my view first so we can talk about them for a second. Steven, you out of here? All right, man. We'll see you tomorrow night. And Stang Lover, you loves me too. Dalton, I am sorry that we did not have a Vikings hit for you tonight, but you know what? I will still be sending you something. Maybe you'll have better luck with that, I hope. And Deathstalker, yes, thank you for sending me that email. I appreciate it. And Stang Lover, I would love to pull you a $1,000 card in Opulence. We got to sell all the spots in Opulence first, though. That's going to be the deal. I'd love to break that tomorrow, but we've got a lot of spots to sell yet. So this, of course, the Bears and the Packers. This is one that we're going to be looking at. The next one is the Chiefs and the Broncos. And following that is the Dolphins and the Bills. Here is the way that this will work. We'll go to the spreadsheet for each card and check and see if we have the same team owner. If we do, great, we're done. We don't have to do anything. If we have different team owners, then I'm going to go to random. And in each case, I will type in the team on the top first and then the team on the bottom second. So this one, for example, will be typed in Bears and then Packers. I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times will not count. It would only be the third and final random that would make the determination as to where the card goes. So that's the process, and we're going to have to roll through that 3 different times. So it's going to be a minute, but just bear with me. We'll recap after that. So Glad has our Bears and our Green Bay Packers are, well, I'm just going to call you Pin Pon. So we don't have the same team owner for sure. So we've got to go to our friend or maybe our foe, depending on how you look at it, random.org, and get this awarded. So again, Bears, then Packers, random 3 times. First 2 don't count. Okay, so ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. There you see 3 times our date and time stamp. It goes to the Packers. That is, oh, I hit the camera. Fun times. I didn't even know it. I was busy over there in random. Oh, yeah, there you go. Little view of the ceiling fan. So the Packers awarded this card in random. I'm sure you know I would never write on a card with a marker or anything else, but that just demonstrated it was on the sleeve and not the card. So Chiefs and Broncos, we're going to rinse and repeat our process here. So our Kansas City Chiefs, Bartertown, and our Denver Broncos, Battleborn. So back to random we go. And we're getting there. Kansas City and Denver. Okay, you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. 3 times, date and time stamp sends it to the Kansas City Chiefs. That's this rivalry card right here, going to the Pat Mahomes bidding position for the Chiefs. Did you guys see how his cards have been rolling this week? Holy cow. Hope you kept a few of those from last year. Dolphins and Bills, third and final one that we need to deal with in this manner. So Dolphins, where are you, Dolphins? Oh, what did I do? I'm like hitting stuff, going crazy. That is Poker PJ, and then the Buffalo Bills CSV. So once again, we got to go to random. We got to go back to random. All right. I've already forgotten who our teams were. Dolphins and the Bills. Dolphins and the Bills. All right. Ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Third and final. Here it is. 3 times. Date and time stamp going to the Dolphins. That is this card right here. Dolphins and Bills. Now we're ready to recap. It's a massive recap. It's all of that. So we're not going to go through and talk about numbers and all that sort of stuff. Again, I'm just going to buzz them through in case someone missed it earlier. You tuned in late. You're watching the uploaded version and scrolling to the end, whatever the case may be. So Dolphins by way of random, Chiefs by way of random, and Packers by way of random on those three that we just did. And then we had a redemption for Antonio Callaway for the Browns. It'll be numbered to 149 when Panini decides to send it out to you. And now, for something completely different, we're going to take a look. We are going to take a better look at this one because this is awfully pretty. For the Bengals, 1 of 1. And, of course, laundry tag of some sort up there or piece of a laundry tag. But the Nike swoosh. And so centered. I mean, like dead centered. Love my Nike swooshes. 1 of 1. Handsome card indeed. Cincinnati Bengals. And the boys and the Panthers. And is this the one with the weird back? Yeah. So the Kerryon Johnson has this really strange imperfection back there that looks to me like it's possibly the coating, you know, that goes on the cards. The clear coating, slick coating, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, I think that it is peeling up. I didn't give it a real solid once over, but I think so. And, I mean, obviously there's something going on. I'm just saying I didn't verify for certain that that's what it was that had happened, but I believe that it is. Like the clear coat coming off almost. Yeah, that's right, Stang Lover. You tell Bobby B he needs to break basketball. He says he'll only break it when we're in season. So all right, Bobby B. Gonna miss out, man. I looked at some of the hits. I don't know if any of you ever go to the Panini blog. They have a blog and they put all kinds of interesting stuff on there. It's usually announcements about new products and then a lot of pictures of said new product, and they had a lot of opulence pictures on there of the actual cards, not just, you know, the stuff you see in the marketing materials. And man, I mean, it looks really nice. So it has a lot of potential. I mean, it's one that's got a lot of Logo Man stuff in it. It took over where Preferred, you guys remember Preferred, right? In basketball, that used to have the swatches, the relics from the playoffs, like the game-worn playoffs relics. And those moved, because that series is no more as of this year, or at least they've shelved it for the time being. So those relics are included in Opulence as well as Logo Man and a lot of other high-end stuff. So resale value, even though it's a brand new product, a lot of it's going to be familiar in the way that it looks, and I would think familiar to collectors when you see it, because it's taken a page from some of the Preferred things. And then, of course, there's entirely new stuff, too. And it has a little bit of a gold standard look to it, but, like, upgraded from gold standard. I don't know how to explain it, but you should definitely check it out. Just Google it. You know, Panini Opulence, and you can find all kinds of pictures of it and stuff. It's looks to be pretty sweet. So the Browns won. Oh, the Browns won. Oh my goodness, the Bud Light refrigerators have officially unlocked in the city of Cleveland. That was the most genius promotion ever, wasn't it? Yeah, so they've got a bunch of those refrigerators in the stadium, and then they've got them at 8 or 10 bars around in, I think, like the stadium area. And what the deal was, when the Browns won, there was like a Wi-Fi signal or something that would unlock these Bud Light refrigerators, and then the beer in it is free for the, you know, people in Cleveland. So, yeah, they're having a big party there tonight. That is a really nice Saquon Barkley to 25 for the Giants. So another awesome hit out of this break with that card, worth some dollars as well. All in all, I would have to say another really good case of Spectra. We continue to pull nice things out of here. And we will roll through our spreadsheet information one final time for anyone who might have missed it earlier or you want to see it again, whatever the case may be. We'll look at shipping stuff first and then work our way through the opulence and whatnot and the upcoming stuff, etc. So I'm not going to read off all of this again, but basically the paid shipping breaks tonight, projecting to go out on Tuesday. If I can get them out faster, I certainly will. The free shipping break tonight will go out on or before Thursday of next week, so projected a week out. Usually gets out a little faster than that, frankly. And of course, the consolation card drill, it's up there at the top and also in the description of the item. This is the stuff already listed on eBay that's coming up over the days ahead. So tomorrow night it is Leaf History of Baseball cut signature, and we're going to start a new case of Heritage High Number Baseball. Saturday night, Clearly Authentic Baseball and a second case of XR Football. Sunday will be a half case of autographed mini football helmets. That is Leaf 2018, just coming out tomorrow. So we'll break into the first case of that on Sunday night as a half case. We'll also break a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys on Sunday night. That will be the start of a new case as well. And we'll break a fourth case of high-tech baseball Sunday night. Monday night, I'm going to take the night off. It's the first night I've taken off in months. I want to watch that Monday night football game. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Tuesday night, we're going to have a multi-sport break for the autograph ticket. We've done one of those before. It was kind of cool. We pulled something nice out of it. We're going to try it again. And on that one, of course, the spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. So Hank Aaron would be, A. Wayne Gretzky would be G. Brian Urlacher, U. So on and so forth. We will also open another half case of Gold Rush Series 2 autographed baseball jerseys. And I think that is going to be the start of a new case, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it is. Don't absolutely quote me on that. And then we'll do the back half of the mini helmet case that we start on Sunday. We'll finish it on Tuesday. We'll break a third case of XR on Tuesday. And then Wednesday of next week, the floodgates open, my friends. We will be breaking Flawless Collegiate Football and Bowman Chrome Baseball. Woohoo! And National Treasures Baseball, all on Wednesday. And probably some other stuff, too, that I'm not thinking of. I'm right now can only remember those three. My brain only holds so much information. That's all I'm saying to you. And, of course, one more time. Staying Lover. Okay, well, Staying Lover, let me tell you this. First off, it hasn't been there since last season. They put them in, I think, at the start of this season, didn't they? I don't think it was at the end of last season. I think it was at the start of this season. But secondly, little do you know, Staying Lover, but I was the district sales manager for, could it be a beverage company? Yeah, could it have been that we sold a bunch of beer? Yeah, we did. So that's what I did for years. I was a regional sales manager at a beer distributor. So I can tell you it's not going to be stale. So how about that? And it hadn't been there since before last season, but also it wouldn't be stale. So one more time, you know what I just realized? I don't think I had you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think I had you on this page when I was giving you shipping dates, did I? So I don't think I did, because I seem to do that every night at the end of the night. But there it is. That's what we were talking about a second ago, and that's what we were talking about a second ago. Yeah, I know. I do it every night. This is what we're getting ready to talk about. And it is Opulence. Opulence Basketball. High-end product. $3,000 case of cards. Currently selling for $3,500 though, I might add. And it is a hits draft. Every draft position is guaranteed to get something. Nobody's going to go home empty-handed out of this break. If we can fill this thing up and it all gets paid tonight or tomorrow, then I'm going to throw in a bonus, which will be, we'll open up a box of 16-17 Grand Reserve, and then we'll award those hits by way of random too. The case of Opulence has 21 hits in it, either autographs or relics or a combination thereof. And we have a 22nd draft position spot because we're also going to put together all of the base cards and the parallel base cards and make that a hit as well. I think there'll be 9 of those if I did my math correctly. So 22 things will come out of that case if we count the group of base cards as a thing, which we are. So we have 22 bidding positions in the break. It works like this. We open up the case, we take everything out, we look at all the hits, then we go to random.org, randomize our list of participants, and that gives us our draft order. That's the order in which you will choose your card. So if you came out number 1, you would get your choice of any card that came out of that case. If you came out number 22, you're going to have to take the last thing that's left. If you come out somewhere in between, obviously there'll be cards gone. There'll also be cards left. You just choose the one you want out of what is available when your draft position comes up. Here's the key, though. If you're not watching live and you're not there to make your draft selection, then I'm going to make it for you at that point in time just based on my judgment. So I would always say it's a good idea to come to those live when they're hits drafts. That's just my personal suggestion to you. It is $135 a spot. Each spot gets 1 draft position. Shipping costs are included. We'll break it when we fill it. Like any break, it is a no return, no refund item. It says if you pull nothing, you'll get nothing, because that's standard wording when I do these direct breaks, but everybody is actually going to get something in this break. Nobody's going to get skunked in it. So 22 spots to fill, 5 are filled. I think there are a few emails coming tonight to me that will fill a few more, but definitely we still have some left to go. And if you want in and you happen to be watching this on the recorded version, you can either send me a message on eBay and let me know, or you can send me an email to leader of the pack breaks with an S on the end, pack breaks, at gmail.com. Leader of the pack breaks at gmail.com. All right. So hopefully we'll get some stuff rolling on that. Meanwhile, I think that's it. I don't have anything else for tonight. So if you guys are in Cleveland, go celebrate your Browns win for the first time since 2016. If you're anywhere else, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will be back at it tomorrow night. Hopefully I will see one or more of you then, or if not then, sometime down the road. All right, guys and gals, take care. We'll see you the next time. Bye now.